Hey, in this episode of the Tribe Nail Tech podcast, I'm with my special guest, Amy Masters, and we're going to talk about the client consultation. Thanks for joining in.
You're listening to the Tribe Nail Tech podcast, where nail techs find inspiration and motivation to take their career to the next level. We welcome you here. Now tribe up and slay your day. Here is your host, Becky Bunnell.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the Tribe Nail Tech podcast. I'm your host, Becky Bunnell, and today's episode is sponsored by So-Gel Nails. Hop on over to sogelnails.com/contest to enter for today's product giveaway. Hey, guys. So I have my special guest here, Amy Masters again, and welcome, Amy. We're going to talk today about the consultation. So I really felt like this was an important topic because I think this gets skipped over a lot in our industry. The consultation of what questions we should be asking a client on that initial contact, whether it's over text message, phone call, whatever, because we need to find out what that client actually needs, what their needs are. Do they have something on their nails already? What kind of products is it? Is it acrylic? Is it hard gel? Is it gel polish manicure? Because a lot of times these customers don't even know what they have on their nails. There was this powder thing, and then they stuck the brush and you're just like, okay. So the consultation is very important because how many times have you had a client come in and you thought maybe you were doing a fill and all of a sudden they come in, they have no nails on, or what kind of situation have you ran into, Amy? And why do you feel like the consultation is so important for the nail tech? Well, and the client.
Yeah. Consultation is huge. And, you got to set yourself up for success and be honest with yourself. Can you deliver what they want? And so in every case, in any industry, there's a problem. And are you the solution? And it's okay to say that you're not the solution. It's okay to say, I get anxiety doing a nail bitten nail and you really want long stilettos and it's for your wedding. And if you cannot deliver that, it's okay to say no. So I have a story, and oh my gosh, it was one of those long-winded ones. I have a salon, I had tanning and all of that. And this lady came in while she was tanning and made her appointment with me months in advance for a big vacation that she was going on this cruise. She had very bitten nails or very short bitten nails, and she wanted a French manicure. Every time she would come in a tan, she would interrupt me while I was with a client and be like, well, what do you think about this? And she'd show me all these pictures, and pretty soon it's stiletto, and then it's a glitter white tip instead of a regular French. And then it just kept going on. And the more that I'm looking at her natural nail, the more I'm like, you have to manicure nails. Here's an oil, condition these up, get these good before our appointment. And she did. She came in, she's like, look, and she'd interrupt me with the client. And she just didn't know those boundaries. And to be honest with you, by the time her appointment came, I was having anxiety because she had shown me so many things through like a consultation that I now didn't know if I could deliver what she wanted. But I wasn't going to cancel because she made it months before. And I had confidence in myself knowing that what I could deliver. So the day comes, okay? She sits down at my desk late because she showed up late and she wanted to tan before she got her nails done. Now I have even more anxiety and the weight on me. And she just starts dumping all this stuff on me. Now, another person came in and interrupted our conversation. And she goes, this is my time. Now, remember, for months, she would interrupt me with another client. So then I get even more anxiety. And, when you have anxiety, you're never, even if it's a French, it's something so simple that you do all the time, you're not going to have everything go right. It just continues to compound. So as I'm doing her nails, let's do them long. Okay. Now she did not continue to care for her nails like she had shown for me. The day that she shows up, they're short nail bitten, swollen, bloody, all of it. I didn't want to turn her away again. It was just awful. And we go from long and we go from glitter, and then they're too long. And then she didn't like them rounded like she's told me. And then we square them. At the end, she left with the short French manicure. Took me 2.5 hours. I ran late on my next client. At some point in time, I didn't stick to the boundaries that I had set. And if I would not have done such an extended consultation with her, and if the week before, I would have set boundaries and say, you know what, for you to have the look that you really want, I need your nails in this kind of condition. And I should have put that back onto her. So when she came to me and the nails were not in the condition that she had promised me, I then can say, you know what, you didn't do your part. I needed you to do this so that I could deliver these results. She goes on her vacation, and of course she chews them off, and then she come back and it was all my fault because they didn't stay on, she said. And it was just one of those that I was never going to please her because she didn't know exactly what she wanted. A consultation sets in stone. This is the condition of my nails currently. This is the end result that I want. Then you get to go in and say, yes, I can deliver that. Be honest with them. I can deliver that, but with the length of your nails and where you're wanting, I don't have to go into details of I'm going to choose to sculpt over tip and why, blah, 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 blah. You're going to say, I need this amount of time. And for that, I'm going to need this amount of money. And can you give that to me? And you're putting the ball in their court, but you're keeping your boundaries set, and you're saying, this is what I can deliver if you do your part. And if anything changes before your appointment day comes up, you need to notify me, because if it's too much, then I'm not going to be able to do it. And when you do that, it makes them accountable to you. And it's not meaning that you're the boss, but you're wanting to deliver your best with the least amount of anxiety, and you're being the solution to their problem that they have.
Right. And I, as a salon owner, my girls are booth renters, and so they are in charge of their own business and scheduling their own appointments. But people will reach out to me weekly. I can't fit them in. I have a full clientele, so I'm forwarding the message on to them and giving them their numbers. And sometimes it's like maybe two people coming in. I'll be like, "Well, can you show me what you're looking for? What are you hoping for? Like, do you have a picture?" Because then I can use my best judgment of which nail tech I can give them the phone number for. And then sometimes I will forward it on to one of my team members, and I will say, are you comfortable doing this design and this shape and this length? I have a lady wanting an appointment, and before I send her your information, I need to know if you're comfortable with this. And if you're not, no problem. We want to give her the best service we can, and I will give her to someone else, but I need you to make the choice, and I need to make the best choice because it takes out the awkwardness. So there is another way of making a consultation, of like having that picture sent in, and then a picture of their hands maybe, because you're like, it's kind of like when we are shopping, maybe online, and we see this outfit, this killer outfit, and we were like, oh my gosh, I want that outfit, that is so stinking cute, or whatever. And but what we're really saying is like, well, we want that body, and we want that shape, and we want that outfit to look like that on us. And then we get the outfit and we're like, well, this isn't that cute. Not every style, shape, length is going to look good on every client. They've got wider nails, they've got flatter nails, they've got teeny tiny nails, they've got this or that, they've got bitten nails. We have to be realistic, and we have to train our clients and customers that it isn't always going to be what they're picturing in their mind, because their nail and hand shapes are different than the picture that they are showing us. And I feel like
Yes.
it's really important. That's our job, to tell them that.
Yes. And when you and I are both educators. And so in our group Tech Talk Worldwide, when we start looking at other big videos, so like we both taught Cruise with the Nail Stars, and Kirsty Meakin was on there. And I remember Kirsty saying that she would take a set of nails, might take 5 to 8 hours to do that one hand that she's showing on a video. Right. We are in a salon setting trying to do this in 45 minutes to an hour, half, 2 hours, or whatever. We don't know what the person used. We don't know if that picture's been photoshopped. And so when you really know what your strength is, and you've done research, and like, oh, I can do this and this and this, and you create that plan, that consultation becomes your make it or break it of being able to deliver to that person what you can do. And like I said, you don't have to go into every single detail of what you're going to do. Some people love listening to the details, like, oh, you're going to sculpt, or you're going to customize them for me, blah, blah, blah. But they do need to know that, this is going to take a little bit more work, a little bit more effort, a little bit more product to deliver what it is that you want. When people really know that you're confident in what you do and you can deliver what they want, they don't care. Sometimes we're like, let's splurge. This is my day. This is my self-care. What, my moment in life. I want this to happen. But when we compare ourselves so much to what we see on social media, you don't know what's behind those other pictures. And so break down what you know, ask for help, maybe post a picture of it in the group, or get with the artist that created them and say, you know what, can you help me simplify this? How'd you do it? And there might be a tip or trick in there that you go, oh my goodness, that's going to save, 20 minutes or whatnot.
Exactly. And I think it's realistic. I think it's a good idea to tell, because we have all these, like you said, these Pinterest pictures, and some of those sets are taking 5 to 6 to 7, 8 hours. These magazine covers, people don't realize, like, it's art. It's something that it takes a very long time to create, and that's not really really realistic in a salon setting. If they want that, you need to schedule the right amount of time. So be really smart on that as a nail tech. How much time is it going to take me to do this? And then I always tell the client when they bring in a picture, okay, I don't know the exact products they use to get this look, and I might not have all the exact products. I will do the best I can, and I will probably have to put my own little tweak on it. And if you're okay with that, that's my kind of disclaimer, as in, like, it's not going to look exactly like that, because I'm not that artist. I'm not that artist, and I might interpret that design a little bit different. So just like, okay, Amy, when you came out here and we both went to the paint night and we painted those cute little wine bottles with the sunflowers on them, they put the little lights in them. We had a sample in front of us of what she was teaching and how it was going to go down in step by step. Your glass and your bottle, my bottle, both turned out different because we were taught by the same instructor standing up there, but you put your twist and your expertise and your specialty onto it, and I put what I wanted mine to look like, and there's nothing wrong with that, because we are not the same as every nail tech. Every nail tech is not the same. And so that's kind of my disclaimer on any kind of design. And that's my way of saying, like, hey, I will come as close as I can to this. Don't expect it to be exact, because I'm not that nail artist. And most of the time, my clients are like, no problem, because I like what you put on it anyways. And then guess what? Don't ever say, oh my gosh, I don't like that. Look how it turned out. This isn't, oh, this is crappy. Like, whatever you say, that client most of the time is going to be like, oh my gosh, I like how it turned out. That is so cute. And while all else fails, just put a little bit of glitter on top of it, and they'll never know that there's any mistakes. I say that all the time. When all else fails, add glitter. Solution.
I love it. I call it Amyizing it. And so exactly that, it's making it your own. And that's what art is. If we always mimicked what everybody else did, we'd all have the same paintings, the same thing. And art is an expression within you. Truthfully, consultations, I enjoy them because I have enough confidence in what I do that I love knowing that I can transform something from this to this, even if it's my own take on it. And so I get excited when it comes to consultations, even if it's somebody I've done for many years and they know that they want to change it up, or they always ask me, can I have an extended nail appointment, my next appointment, because they're planning ahead too. They're excited. I want to be able to do this, this, and this. And there's this excitement that comes with that. And so consultations are not meant to like lay down boundaries and rules and, well, I can do this and I can't do that. Have fun with it and make it your own. And then if you need to, get a practice tip out and practice it before they come. And, especially if it's a detailed art or something that you've never worked with before, have fun with that and allow you to grow. When people come to us with something, there's a little bit of that challenge that we like as an artist to say, can I do this? And maybe you never even thought that you wanted to, I don't know, do skulls out of 3D or something like that. But somebody's going to challenge you to get past that boundary a little bit. When you take on that challenge and you deliver what it is, there's an unbelievable gratification that you get when you did that. And like you said, even if it didn't turn out exactly the way that you wanted, but you and your client have communicated enough and you delivered the best that you can do, they will appreciate anything that you did. And so don't make consultations be the burden. Have fun with them and get that hope and, the excitement for their appointment.
Right. It doesn't have to be a negative. It can be a positive. It can be fun. And I think too, that consultation gives you a chance to be an expert in your field. Let
Mhm.
them, their confidence is going to be built by you by that consultation because you are the expert. They're not the expert. They're not the nail tech. And you can, I guess, teach them and show your expertise during the consultation, which, like I said, builds their confidence in you as
Yeah.
your choice as their nail tech. And the consultation should never end. I feel like every time your client comes back in is a new chance for a new consultation. How are you liking the shape? How are you liking the length? Are you thinking about changing the shape? Do you want to try something different, or are you good and happy with it? Just those little questions at the beginning of the appointment. And what colors are you thinking about today? You've got pretty like a good design. Like, start that consultation while you're starting to remove the color, while you're starting to push those cuticles back. Start it then, because also it's going to speed up your time. And what I mean by that is because by the time then when you're done and you're ready to apply color or nail art, you're not sitting there for 15 more minutes because the client is looking on Pinterest or searching through things, and maybe on your Instagram looking like, I don't know what I want. Like, start the conversation from the beginning, so that when you're to that point, you guys are just ready. You're just going on to the next thing. You're picking up the products. They've already decided on some colors. You know what scheme you're going with. And it's just the flow of the appointment is going to go so much better.
And it's fun. This is getting your nails done and getting a treatment of anything, your hair, all that. It's supposed to be very fun, but yet you're being very real and you're honest of what you can deliver. That's what I love about our job. And multiple times a day, do we get to like start all over again and continue the process.
And I think another important thing is, like, let's listen. Let's listen a little bit better to our clients, because
Mhm.
I have people sometimes come into me for the first time and they're just like, "Oh my gosh, I went to this one and it's like I showed her what I was hoping for, and it was just like, no, you don't want that. No, 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 no. It was no, 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 no." And why is that? They're
Mhm.
paying us for a service. We need to try our best to make them happy. Like,
Yeah.
it's
And
their
and you
money.
and in a consultation, they're interviewing you as well. They're interviewing on how open-minded you are. If you talk about this is how much time it's going to take, they're going to know that you have boundaries that are set for time. They need to be on time. They're interviewing you for, the job
Yeah.
as you are interviewing them to make sure that you're the best fit. Mhm.
Too. Policies, and this is what I talk about a lot too, is like the minute somebody makes an appointment with me, say they're a new person, and I schedule their appointment, I send them a text back and I said, "Thanks for scheduling an appointment with me. Here are a few of my policies to be aware of. If you're more than 10 minutes late, blah blah blah. I have a no-show fee, no children, no extra guests." Because guess what? You're giving it right from the beginning. You're setting your boundaries, you're setting your policies. They know that you take your business serious. You are a serious business person, and this is your career, this is your bread and butter, and you take it serious. If you are just like, just whenever, let me know, well, when you get here is fine, well, then you can't be frustrated and angry when this person is 20 minutes late every single time you do their nails. And also the consultation, our point, like our, I guess, to the point that we're out in our career, I've been fully booked for lots of years, but I can pick and choose who I want as a client. So I can do a consultation on that person. And if I don't feel like they're the client that I want in my team, in my tribe, like, I don't take them on as a client. I'm looking for specific clients. Um, and I don't mean to sound that snooty or uppity or rude or whatever, but I'm at that point where I can decide that for myself. I can decide who I want sitting at my table, what kind of energy I want at my table, what kind of person I want. So I can say no to a certain person. I can just say, "I'm sorry, I'm fully booked." And, I can pass them on to someone else. And you have the right to do that. You have the right to do that.
That's why we do what we do. That's our dream. Our dream is at the end, say, I'm fully booked. You have your dream clientele.
Yes.
You're getting your top pay, and you feel worthy, you feel appreciated.
Mhm.
But it all took the consultations being thorough to know that you could deliver that to that person. Because if not, they won't continue to use you.
Right.
So they refer the high end people to you. They refer their best friends to you because they know that you're going to deliver and be honest and be consistent and
Yeah.
committed to what you do. And that, once again, there's excitement that comes with that.
Right. I love it. The consultation, guys, is so important. I hope you do that. And let's add to that too, is I hope you're doing client information cards, or today's day and age where you can do this techie. You can do like a Zot, I think it's Zot form. What is it called? It's
There is that.
yeah, you can do it on just a form that you can have them click on a link and fill out the form. But guys, make sure you're collecting the information. It's so valuable, because if you ever move salons, if you never collected email addresses or anything like that, how are you going to contact those people other than maybe you have their text? But if you're using like an online booking system and then your salon says, okay, you're out of the online booking system, and then you have nothing of your clients. So if you are at a salon that uses a group, online booking system, you still need to have them fill out client information cards and keep them with you. Because if you leave, maybe you quit the industry for a couple years and then you decide to go back, how are you going to reach out to all those people? Like, it's so valuable to have that information on and to be able to send out emails. And then what I love to do is I like to get their addresses and I send them out a handwritten thank you note at their first after their first appointment. So all these things are part of the consultation. Also, some states, if the state was to come in and say, let me see your client records, and you don't have a list of anything, like, you can get in trouble. You can get written up for that. So I just feel like the consultation is really important. And I think a lot of people in the industry are skipping that step, totally skipping that step.
And on my consultation cards, I have this little space called special interests, because I cannot remember the little great details of each person. I don't have to know. Well, I do want to know when their birthday is because I like to celebrate that with them. But if they're going on a trip, if they're doing something, I make little notes and then I put it on my appointment book for the next time they come in so that I can remember, like, okay, that's what we talked about last time. Because when there's, when you're constantly relating to them each time they come in, they know that you're listening. But truthfully, we're working, and you can't absorb everything that somebody gives in. So on their consultation card, I have keynotes that this is what they do for work, or this is, their hobby. And sometimes you're going to realize that sometimes that plays into the condition of their nails when they come in, and why are these always a mess? Maybe you wrote down that they're a nail biter, little tiny things of special interest on those client cards or consultation cards. Use them, fill everything out on them, and customize them to your needs.
Yeah, whether they're diabetic, you need to know about different medical things. If they're a surgery coming up and all of a sudden you're getting a lot of lifting, like, oh yeah, okay, they had surgery. That explains something. Let's work this out before long, whatever, the lifting will stop again. But same things, like, oh, okay, their son's getting married next weekend. So when they come back in, I need to be asking about the wedding. Like, that's all about just like keeping those clients coming back to you. How do you make them feel when they're there? So use those client cards. And anything else you can think of about the consultation?
No, just once again, know your boundaries, stick to them, but have fun with it.
Always have fun, but run it like a business. Take it serious. Do the consultation. And two, we might not always know what their price is going to be when they come in, but I think it's a great thing to it seems like they're always asking, well, how much do you charge? Well, that's a really hard thing to answer. So make sure that if your full sets are $70, then you need to starts at $70, depending on what happens at your appointment. We got to see, like, how many things are they adding to it? Or are they adding for all these colors and glitters and stuff? So don't always just be like, my full sets are $70, because then if you come in and you have to charge them $85 because they got all of this extravagant nail art, they're not going to be happy because you quoted them $70. So really watch your wording, like, make sure that you're aware of that and you talk to that about your extra add-ons during the consultation, because I think it's horrible when there's surprises. I don't like to surprise my clients. And I think it's horrible when certain salons do that, when they've got you in there and then they say, hey, would you like a scrub on that pedicure? But they don't say, but that'll be $5 more if I add that to it. I don't like that. So we need to just be clear. And your clients will appreciate the honesty and the clarity on that too.
Yeah. So really consultation comes down to full communication on both ends.
Communicate. I love it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for this important topic today, Amy. And let's tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, so I'm a Facebook girl, so definitely you guys can always private message me on Facebook, and you can always find me at The Nail Source on Facebook, as well as my website is thenailsource.biz.
Awesome. I love you, girlfriend. And you can find me at Nailed by Becky Bunnell on social media. My website is nailteched.com. Make sure you check out the Tribe Nail Tech VIP Facebook group and Tech Talk Worldwide Facebook group and our free online group, which is Jumpstart Your Nail Biz. All these things to remember. Make sure you guys join that also. Amy's got some new classes she's launching soon, so check those out. And let's give this a wrap. Will you join me with my little slogan, Amy?
Yes, absolutely.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Tribe up and slay your day. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening.